Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our next installment of your exciting Out of the Abyss excursion. I am your DM for today, Smiley.
I am Evan the Great, playing Grom Whitehammer, Monk Paladin, Puncher of Faith.
And I'm the Bearded Wonder. I play Travak Whitehammer, the fighter/wizard.
And I'm JED, playing Notch, Tiefling, Witch Hunter.
And I am Hero Man, playing Vadal Blackwell, Fighter Rogue.
Ah, now we know what he is.
Yeah.
Fighter Rogue.
I think you said that first time.
Yeah, I won't pay no
Oh!
Now, essentially, everyone got to the end and completely totally passed the fuck out. Except for Vado, whom came in like a fresh spring breeze.
Pussy.
Yeah, everyone awakens, fully restored, hit points back, spell slots back. The bull's gone again. But,
Something this morning.
there's always somebody in the bull.
I literally summoned it. How long is it going to
I was joking.
Oh, okay.
He's permanent until you
I was
dismiss him.
gonna say,
You can dismiss him as an action and then just break him back whenever you want.
Where
Without
is he
him dying.
sleep if you keep him?
He can't fit up the stairs.
Yeah.
He didn't want to go back through the doorway again, so he just stepped where he was.
he's up by the table. If anything, he keeps intruders out of the bar.
And the fact that he can talk has actually unnerved a lot of the patrons to the point where they didn't want to let him know.
When people walk up, he says, closed. I hear it through the door.
He just leans, up against the door and sleeps so he can't open it.
From what people have experienced so far, he seems to be very cordial with others. And he kind of keeps the roustabouts away. So the bartender is taken to just rolling him barrels of ale as payment.
So the bull drinks too.
Yes.
I didn't know go do that.
The Dwarven Bull.
Put the soul of a dwarf inside of a bull, and that's rest reward. But as an action, you dismiss or resummon him until he dies, in which case you have to go through the ritual again.
So when I get up, what is the Chancellor doing? So I'm going to start referring to as
The Chancellor?
My Chancellor.
He seems to be in some sort of ritual communion at the moment.
Okay, then I will not bother him.
I'm just gonna go down to breakfast.
Yeah.
But I'm good.
Grom?
See the bull off his door, pay it.
Greetings, Travak, as you do.
I'll be like, how are you? I just pat him on the head as I walk to the bar.
It's good to be able to stretch again.
Sorry. I just clean up and you ready to go back downstairs and get the bull and everything, get some breakfast.
Vado, anything specific you're doing?
I'm cleaning my crossbows, making sure the reload mechanisms work right, oiling them, checking for make sure there's nothing wrong with the strings and stuff, and just maintenance.
Trinket Diggermatalk, the one you came here with, is staying at the rest as well with this 5 deep gnomes. If you do, I wish to speak with him. From his understanding, though, is that you're doing some work for Erda, and he's unsure whether or not you'll be leaving with them whenever they go to leave.
Yeah, I'll go talk to him and let him know for sure that I plan on aiding them and all that, so he's on the same page.
Hey, whatever you wish to do, friend. You have a friend to bring the stone. You always have a place there. Will you be leaving with us tomorrow?
Is that this group?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The deep gnome, not the
Yeah.
gnome. Yeah.
I'll just inform him that I plan on aiding the new allies we met yesterday. I don't know how long it's going to take, but as long as their mind's in the right place and they're doing what needs to be done, I feel like they could be strong allies to be made, especially if I can get the tiefling to accept me.
Oh, their minds are not in the right place. But very well. You take care of business. We hope you're able to leave with us. But if not, we always have a place.
I appreciate that.
Of course.
And anytime I'm here, you know I'll protect.
Much appreciated, friend.
I'll shake his hand and then
He shakes your hand back. It's not much, but something to help you out a bit. And he hands you a small pouch. It has gems in it.
okay, I'll say much appreciated.
Yeah.
Normally I don't. I try not to take payment for something I believe needs to be done for the right reasons, but I also don't know where my journey will lead me, so I appreciate it. It may come in handy.
It's about 250 gold worth of various gems. You know that the people from Blinkstone, they don't have a lot of actual metal coinage, so they use gems instead.
Wow, first time playing with us makes more money than any of us.
I gotta let go.
He got 1,000 gold.
Who found that though?
No, he
No,
got
I
paid
got
them
it.
for protecting
I
the
got it.
assault bearer.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's a good point.
Who are you talking to right now?
He's upstairs speaking to a.
Oh, never mind. I don't know. I thought he was downstairs.
But Bubido comes downstairs after a few minutes.
I'll motion Bukudo over.
He comes right up to you. Yes, of course, Travok.
I'll be like, sit.
Fair enough.
We're sitting at the bar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, order whatever you want for breakfast.
I am fine.
You sure?
Oh, absolutely. I feel better than I have in a long time.
You want a drink?
You know what? Sure, I'll take a drink. It won't do much for me. But there's reasons to celebrate, if nothing else.
Alright, I will tell the bartender to bring him a drink.
When he does that, I'll just nod to him and have a drink.
He nods back.
I'll be like,
His eyes are still violet.
I'll just ask him, I'll be like, so what exactly are you?
A
I-
Bukido.
I'm Bubido.
I know you're not Darrow.
No, child. I suppose I'm not.
So explain to me. You know I love knowledge.
There are forces in this world that are very strong and great. They align in different ways, and sometimes they come to conflict. I represent one such conflict.
Which is?
You will learn. I'm a player in a game.
Aren't we all?
Precisely. I feel that this city has become a front line for my own conflicts.
So can you tell me about your deals?
I just take a drink and point to myself, give him a thumbs up.
Well, would you like to make one?
I don't know. What are the details?
Same guy. who's
They
not
vary
brown.
from individual to individual, but the gist is the same. You have something you want and I can provide. And in return, I get something that I need.
I'll tell you what, if you write me up a contract, I'll read it, and then go from there.
I just try not to spit anything out.
We'll see what we can do. What is it you'll be seeking, Travel?
What do I always seek?
Knowledge?
Knowledge, because knowledge is power.
I'll see what I can do. And what will I be getting in return?
I guess that's up to you to ask.
Very well then.
But, like I said, make me something up and we'll discuss it, and then I'll decide that.
I just eyeball him. Like, you sure you know what you're doing?
Well, I'm just having to sign it.
I'm not saying I'm just eyeballing him, you know, like over my mug.
To be fair, my power is what's limited as of right now.
I'm not asking for anything right now. I'm just interested in the deal. Maybe eventually.
When this is over, I should be able to draw you up something rather nice.
Cool.
I'll ask the Chancellor. Any word on how last night went? Or today, this morning, afternoon, whatever time it may be. I
Not
have no clue what time it is.
well, you got back to the inn at about 2 or 3 in the morning from all that walking around.
Like, so the early morning, the wee hours.
So now it's like probably
It's about noon, if not later.
midday.
But no news as of yet. You did sick them on an entire district of the city.
I don't know, where you wanted to go. I'm like, well, with that, I'll finish my drink, finish my food, I'll throw a couple coins on the table, and I'm gonna head there.
Alright. Anybody else doing anything?
Obviously, I'm a businessman. I'm in a contract. Have work to do. How long has this been?
It's been about 9 hours or so.
Okay.
Give or take.
9 hours and 24 seconds.
Oh, this is the contract?
No, how long has it been since I summoned these devils?
Oh, since you summoned the devils,
Yes.
it's been roughly 12 to 13 hours.
Okay. About half a day.
Yeah.
Top.
Anybody else doing anything?
Ask Scooby if he cares to escort me.
Oh, of course, young sir.
I'm interested in all this, so I'm gonna get up and follow.
You, Big Mouth. Think you're such a badass with your big bows.
Little big bows?
You want to see how it works? You're more welcome to tag along. You could have came, and I missed out on something.
First off, they're not little big bows. It's Lou and C, and this is Big Bertha.
My bull says, rookie. And I go out the door.
Just kind of look at him. Women without a touch. All right. As we're leaving, I got some questions for him. So why are you in Gracklestone?
I came back to the Underdark because they need me more here than topside.
Where are you from?
Luskin.
I just know that's quite a ways off from where we're at.
I've been traveling for a while though. I haven't been there in many years.
Any demonic activity on the surface?
He's been here 6 months.
Oh, I've been here 6 months.
He's actually been here longer, I guess, than we have in the Underdark. So you say that you're needed down here more than up there. You realize your kind's not down here, right?
That does not faze me. What's down here, there's still good down here that needs protecting. And then if evil truly completely prevails down here, it's just a matter of time before it goes topside.
I kind of look at the Chancellor when he says that and kind of arch an eyebrow at him.
He chuckles himself.
So you a mercenary?
More of a bounty hunter.
And what bounties are you looking for?
I just listen, and then when I hear what piques my interest, them are the ones I go for. But if it's truly something that needs taken care of, I require no payment. I do it for what's best for those that can't protect themselves.
So you want to be a hero?
I care not about my title.
Rome's outside working out.
Oh, we're walking.
Oh, work out.
Oh, so you're staying back?
I'm right on top of the bull doing push-ups.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
He's doing push-ups on
Thank
top
you,
of the
man.
bull.
Yeah. That's like one
Give me an acrobatics, my friend.
Alright.
Roll away.
That is 6-13.
13?
Yeah.
Your head slips, you start to fumble, you catch yourself, and you look around, hope nobody saw.
Sorry to trip yourself in the moment.
You tell him, you realize down here, Vato, Cholo on real quick, hold up, put my coat on. That it's not about what's right, it's about what's necessary.
And I do what's necessary, but only to those that deserve it.
And I'm gonna shoot you a message
Mm-hmm.
and be like, he could be bountying for us for the drill.
Very, very true. So, once Trevok relays this to me, he's like, so you let yourself be hired by any type of people?
I won't work for just anybody. It has to be someone that's did know true evil.
Oh, we know true evil, and I kind of just look around at everybody, and I just kind of wink at the Chancellor.
Take offense to that statement. Not book good.
I mean, there's evil all around you here.
That's why I'm here.
But just because you're evil doesn't mean you might be the type of evil that you're looking for.
Exactly.
For instance, the Drugar might be evil by nature. But I mean, that's just their society. That does not mean they're going to run around and murder everybody.
Exactly.
So when
I
he
only
says
know
this,
for those who have did the acts.
I want to insight check that. Since we are being pursued by Drow.
Yeah. Just see, make sure he's not a draw agent.
Yeah, from inside it. Where's my insight at? That is 17.
You don't sense any falsehood with him. You see a good bit of gnome bits and bobs on him, like from a gnome's culture, that you don't think a drow would take part in. But you have no reason to disbelieve him at the moment.
We're just on edge.
Yeah. I get it.
They did-
We're in the
did
Underdark. I get
Just
that.
get attacked in the entire city.
So, would you consider what you walked upon, just half a day ago, be murder?
I've never met a drow that didn't deserve to perish.
I kind of look at Trevok when he says that. Is that so?
Change your words.
Not saying
Continue
there's
to
not,
push-ups.
not saying there's any out there.
Oh no, I'm agreeing with him. I don't trust Sarah.
I'm not saying there's not any out there that don't deserve a bolt, but the ones I have met.
But how do you know the ones that we slaughtered were in the wrong?
I don't know, but I do know they would have killed you if you didn't kill them.
But that's just the way a people goes.
What is truly evil to begin with? It is a subjective term meant to label those that we do not understand.
To me, evil is those who take the life of children or prey upon the weak.
And if that child would become a dictator and cost millions of lives throughout his span, is it not good to prevent that from happening?
It's all philosophical.
Precisely.
Nobody deserves to be judged before they did something. What you think they're going to become is irrelevant. It is about who they are now or what they have did.
So you don't think people could change?
Yeah, I mean, if you've already did it, if you've already committed the act, in my eyes, it's too late. But just because someone thinks they have a future to do a certain thing doesn't mean they can't change that future, as long as they haven't acted upon it. Some things you don't come back from.
Kind of look at Grom. You think that's true? You don't think you can see the light and be influenced by the dark and almost accept it before breaking free?
Change can happen to anybody at any way they live, no matter what they worship, no matter how they live their life. You can change multiple times. As long as you stay the course, you can always come back from either side.
You know, down here, there's things aren't right,
Moral grays.
and everybody's kind of been under the influence. And are you looking at me?
Yeah.
I let him look in my eyes.
Oh shit. The first thing you see when you look through his eyes is you see yourself, but you don't see what is around you. You see this blackened, charred landscape of darkness and shadow. Vague forms shift around and move about you. And this entity that's ever present is looming over you, is leaning down. You continue to look in his eyes.
It's sucking you in. What it feels like.
Yeah. I'll look in his eyes and I'll kind of make a gesture that something's off. Like,
It starts to reach for you. You can see anger in its burning blue eyes. Like an unmasked hatred over something, and I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, well, where's that?
Can I grab him and yank him back?
You don't know what's going on.
I do. I'm sitting there watching him.
It just looks like he's looking at
I
him.
know what
was
happens.
it?
Yeah, everybody has seen this happen.
I saw it suck the cell out of that Durgar.
Well, real quick. It's going by fast though.
16.
16. All right.
You're dying.
You take 9 points of necrotic damage as you feel yourself leaving.
That's when I'll grab him. And
You see him start to pale and lighten.
And Tremont grabs him, I just kind of pull Bill my hat down.
I'll spin you the opposite way from him. I'll tell you, I wouldn't look too long.
When this
because-
happens, which you made the save, so no other ill effects have happened, but you did hear a voice, a whispering hoarse voice that simply says, "Yes, mine."
How long? I'm assuming I'm kind of shooken right now.
Yes. You're startled, but you are together.
And it probably feels like you were in there for a long time. That's what you described it before, right?
Yeah.
The whole process was like a couple of seconds, but for you it felt like hours.
I want to turn back around and say, whatever you just did, whatever is inside of you, you pull that on me again, and we'll have problems.
It's kind of laugh.
I'll be like, you'll probably be the one with the problems.
Either
Alright.
way.
But that's the thing, though. I don't control that.
It's not him.
It's not me.
I thought you were smart.
But now you're judging me for something I have no control of.
You
Master
said-
Manus.
You obviously know what that does. You could have looked away. You chose.
To show you that maybe you should rethink the way you see things.
He could have
Or maybe you need to rethink.
Like, look into my sword hilt.
Yeah, just look, bro. It's the Luke Skywalker thing. He's looking down the barrel of a lightsaber. You know, things down here aren't what they seem. They're stranger than normal. Your perception of things is probably going to change. I mean, look. Check out my eyes are pretty. They're gorgeous. You look what I'm controlling. I mean, I listen to a Darrow. This isn't the surface. This isn't bounty hunting.
I got that keg with me.
I do more than bounty hunting.
Did you bring it with you?
Yeah.
No,
Then yeah.
I hope it's useful.
Force him with my mug. I hand it to him.
I'll tell you, I don't drink.
You're gonna start.
running with us. You'll
Does he not? Do you not take it?
Yeah, I don't drink.
I'll take it from him. I'll throw it back and be like, "You'll start."
You think I had time to engrave it? What I told you I was gonna do?
Not yet.
Okay.
That's gonna take time.
Okay.
Essentially, you passed the fuck out. You ate burgers
Yeah.
and you left.
Okay.
That's gonna take a couple of hours of like hard work on it.
Alright.
I'm just gonna light my pipe up and go back to my book, my notebook, going through my notes
As you're walking,
as I'm walking.
So why did Black Skull think it was best for you to come with us?
Because I'm good at what I do.
And what is that?
Are you a spy?
I'm not. But trust me, if it comes to battle, I'm useful.
But we're not worried about battle. That's what you're kind of failing to realize. We're here to find things. And if battle comes to it, sure, that's a problem. I mean, that's a thing, but
I have a history of tracking.
That'll come in handy.
really, something that big, you think it'll come in handy? Can you track the inside the Dark Lake, you think?
Oh no, the Darrow.
I think I mean Daryl left.
No, the one that runs around that was not murdered.
well, to be fair, there's two districts of Darrow on either side of the gorge.
Oh, well, that's news.
Yeah, it never came up.
Okay, well, is there 2 districts now?
You'll find out here in a bit.
So, I'm just telling you, you better, if you're gonna run with us, you're going to have an open mind.
And it on the stomach. Can I hand you another book?
I'm sorry, guys.
Oh my god. But, because we're a motley crew down here. None of us are really meant to be together. We kind of got a common cause, and we're willing to put differences aside. And I'll just look at Pazio as I do so. And I'll back at him.
I don't even pay attention anymore. It's in my notebook. Flipping through pages.
So,
You can only imagine how hard it is to be a leader of a group like this.
We don't have a leader. That's what I'll say from my notebook.
I get my badge out.
I feel like you are not a leader. I mean, I have to look at what he's doing. I know.
Well, to be honest, Broderick was a bit of a leadership force, but appears to have lived and dearly missed.
look down the chain. So I heard he was a really good guy.
Yes, he was.
But you're probably going to have to change the way you see things while you're down here. And for all we know, you might not make it out of here.
If I die doing what I believe in, it was a death worthy.
Because people around us have a tendency to die.
What school? I just say it just like.
Anomalies.
Broderick.
Broderick.
The gnomes.
Yeah, Topsy.
Turvy.
Hemet.
Yeah,
You
Those,
might want to think about that.
those couple of dwarven
Well-
blokes from a while back. That may be my bad.
They may not be dead.
No, I meant the other two.
Oh.
Usually all the friends that join us have perished.
And the word friends used very lightly there.
I don't know, I feel it's rather endearing. Are we not all friends?
I just kind of looking at him, looking at everybody else. We're brothers. Brothers in arms, that's what we are here. Brothers in arms. Let's go check on the rest of my brothers in arms.
As you get to the stairs, already you can hear the sound of screaming and suffering.
Still going, huh?
As you approach, it appears that they've set up, as you told them, their own hell down here, where they've cruelly made devices with people stressed across. Though some of them dismembered and disfigured, they're still alive for the most part. There's a giant pile of bodies in the center, smoking and smoldering.
I'm just looking at these things. I'm just like, how are they still alive? This is
And
insane.
there is a crimson gate over the pile.
The Crimson Gate.
Sir Chancellor, what is this?
Well, you told them to make their own hell.
Oh no, I'm not disagreeing.
Oh,
This is all for the father anyways, but the gate, what's the gate all about?
It looks like they decided to shore up their reinforcements.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Do these reinforcements answer to me?
At the very least, they should salute unless something else came through.
What is something else?
At this time, a towering form, crimson scales, twisting horns, and cloaking wings wrapped around it, steps from behind one of the buildings.
What the fuck is that? Rom says.
About 12 to 13 feet tall, huge, muscular, eyes burning like stars. Heavy, fanged warhammer in his hand that he seems to have picked up from somewhere and tosses to the side like it's nothing. Following him is the Bone Devil.
I've never seen anything quite that amazing.
I'm scared.
You've really outdone yourself this time. I'm just assuming he's under your control. I don't know.
Did you say that?
Yeah, but you just really outdone
I
yourself
tell
this
you,
time.
I whisper.
He looks like he don't know.
Bubido
Yeah, I was about to say, I've heard
whisper,
Yeah.
Lanius.
So is he,
Lanius. Lanius.
Who is
Is he
Lanius?
kosher?
The Craven.
The Craven?
The hunter?
The hunter. That's what I was about to say. So, I'm assuming he
A
is
general of Alistair.
black.
Crowley?
The Grim.
What's he doing here?
The Grim. Why is that
I do not know.
I look at your crossbows and said, you may need those.
No,
No, I don't think so.
I don't think he does.
He does notice you all. And he strides forward. Bone Devil in tow.
I'll give him a bow.
And there are various devils here now.
I will kind of lean over towards Vakto, like, how do you feel now?
I'll just give this thing
I'll
a
say
bow.
this is
because
why you don't align yourself with devils.
Then you should think twice about what you're doing. Because the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Hello, friend, I say as he approaches.
Oh boy.
I just give him a courteous bow.
Well, how does Razator act?
He's grunting, trying to keep from charging forward, but he's pulling himself back. And as he strides forward, he pulls this colossal greatsword around and sets it in front of him to the ground, leans on it. And then before he goes into a full standing attention, you should learn manners like your fellow. You have come to check on progress. Spawn of the pit.
And I kind of give him a nod, sweep my hat low. Indeed, it seems you've done your job beyond thoroughly.
1,348 slain.
And counting?
We are making plans to indulge the other side.
Anything out of the ordinary?
Much. Certain areas that we are unable to breach warded against us.
By?
Some form of magic. When the first contingent was mostly slain from the savants, they took the souls they had collected and built the portal, asking for reinforcements. I was sent by Alistair the Grim to indulge the request, considering the purveyor of the pact in question.
Can I roll
And he's a lieutenant, right?
religious knowledge to know who
Yes, you
Alistair
can.
is?
You X would have advantage.
Oh, well, thank God. Didn't help me
Yeah,
any.
Total?
8. It's okay, that's my feet. Is
I wouldn't really know, but I have really.
I will look over to the Chancellor. Who is Alistair? Is he much like you?
He's your father's best friend.
Even better. Uncle Alistair. I say to him, Uncle Alistair. So, would he send him here as a gift?
No,
So he means business.
your progenitor is growing impatient with the city. Solve it, or it's being purged.
Purged of
Everything.
Is this the father's wishes?
He wishes to realign the Duergar to their purpose.
And that is my wish as well.
Then it is best that we all get to work.
Well, and this is Lanius, the hunter, right?
Lanius,
Lanius.
the Craven.
So he's a lieutenant, right? He said.
Yes, he serves under Alistair the Graham. He's one of Alistair's generals.
This guy, Balor.
This guy's a pit fiend.
Cool. Yeah, that's right, we're in Hill.
Yeah.
So can I just ask him like about Alistair? Who is Alistair to them?
Nothing your mortal comprehension should deal with.
I just got a snicker. Trog, this might not be the time to ask questions.
He doesn't seem the pit fiend does not seem to be the scholarly type.
Yeah, he seems very direct.
I mean,
Yes.
I'm sure you've seen many battles, right?
I have called swaths through worlds.
Oh, well, perhaps sometime you can tell me some tales.
The past is of no concern to me.
But it's always interesting.
It is not my concern. I'm a blade to be pointed and nothing more.
No, it's just sad.
Sir Chancellor, do you think now that we're here with this cleansing of Gracklestone, which is what you wish, which is what our terms were about, correct?
Aye.
Do you think this is something we need to inquire Captain Blackskull about so the Drugar know exactly what is going on? To stay out of said way of Mr. Hunter here?
Craven.
Craven, yeah. I said Mr. Hunter.
You keep calling him Hunter, I don't know why.
Because I wrote
Craven the
Hunter. Because I wrote the and then it said Hunter. So I just
The
wrote
Craven.
Hunter. Yeah, Craven. I do not wish for anyone who still has featly towards my father to perish during all this. We cannot restore Gracklestone without people here to restore it once this is over.
Aye, I'll leave that to your discretion if you wish to involve Erda and her ilk.
Maybe you should see if they found the scepter.
Yes. I will speak to Arvel.
Arvel's behind him.
The rod. Did you find anything?
None. We've interrogated many. Most knew nothing of it. A few of the spellcasters claimed that it is requested by their master.
Did you find the master's name?
Of course. It is Demogorgon the Sibilant Beast.
And
He seemed, if what they say to be heard is that he speaks to them directly.
Did they take the pieces to him already? Or are they still in the city?
They did not know. If they did know, I would have answers for you. I apologize for my incompetence.
no
No,
need
it's
for
fine.
apologies. You've done well. Take us to one of these warded portals.
Yes, we have found where they lead. Something called the Wildstone Caverns.
And as they lead us there, I will motion to Vato to follow.
As far behind as I can.
Oh no, well, I'm ushering you in first.
I'll get my spell book out and I'll start flipping through
Crossing
this magic.
into this district has turned very much from walking to one world to another, where things just burn without a source.
Why are
You
we
do
going
see people
through it
like
again?
disfigured, like disemboweled, but still living somehow,
I
like
wanna see-
strung up like decoration.
Draw him a message as we go through here, and I'll tell him, I'm sorry it is this way. You do not wish to walk with us. I will not take no offense. You've been a good comrade, and I understand you are probably most against this.
I am. I respond. I am against it, but he said that Daryl worshipped Demogorgon. And now, we thought that, now we know that. So, no Daryl can be trusted. I shall wait here till you return.
I like how Grandma always says Demogorgon.
Yeah.
I like that dude.
Technical slang is what it is. Alright, to this portal. So he stays back.
Are you going to do like the Big Bowie portal or the one that I ever talked about?
Oh, one of the ones they were talking about.
It's-
I know that
it's not-
obviously goes to the hells. So.
He didn't mean portal as in a magical portal. He
Yeah.
as an entrance.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
okay.
But it seems to be a covered up grate.
I'm gonna look at Vata and be like, "You're more welcome to stay."
I don't need no help.
You might.
I say, it doesn't matter if you need help. I choose to stay.
I think say, I'll look at you and be like, do you remember what happened when we left school? It's not safe down here to be alone.
Turn the bull around and I follow Tarvat.
I'll ask the Chancellor, does he have anything to fear here?
Much.
And if I say otherwise,
Unfortunately, Lanius is not bound by the pact.
that's what I was afraid of.
He serves Alistair.
It's your call.
Follow him.
Cause I got my spell book out. I've got my dispel magic, but I'm going over the spell.
As you travel through here, you see various devils of various credos. And worse, how much of the city of the districts of fire, there's also frozen sections with large insectoid creatures stalking it and essentially using it as a walled-off hunting ground.
I'll ask, like Bukudo, like if I look up and see one, I'll just be like, what is that?
The insectoid things?
Yeah.
You would call them a nice devil.
Nice stuff.
Yes.
What would you call them?
It's a very easy fucking name. I don't know. No, legit.
Start with a G.
I ask the hard questions.
It's like Saragon or something like that.
No, it's a Gelugon.
Gelugon. Thank you.
It was start with a G.
Gelugon.
Baby.
Gelugon. The winged ones that look like angels of iron, yes. Never refer to them as such. Those, the puddling creatures you see wandering are lemurs.
By the way, I speak to all these devils in Inferno. I will
Yeah.
not insult them. But I will speak to Sir Chancellor in common. So none here answer to me anymore. Besides the
Maybe a handful.
Okay, so Arvel is the only one that is truly still in allegiance to me.
My Aranyas seem to survive. They have the knowledge to create such a portal. Other than that, a couple of Spinagon, few bearded devils. Maybe a Bobbed.
Knowing that Demogorgon is somewhere in the Dark Lake, do you think this portal needs to stay? Because we do not know what Demogorgon has.
The idea of Grapplesug is that it can rally others to its side to fight the Blood War if it came to this world. I fear that idea will be in vain if there's a portal to the hells here. Would the city be more defended, better fortified, more ready in case Demogorgon marched upon it? Absolutely.
That's probably the most important thing right now.
Alright.
But if we were to say, use this as a staging point to draft the surface or other cities of the Underdark, they will refuse for it.
That's fine for now.
Yeah, fuck it, we don't need that shit.
It's not my concern. This place is my concern. Alright, that's all I need to know.
If we can fix it here, we don't have to worry about rallying.
But we know there's more than just Demogorgon.
Right.
Because we do know
But
Drax
if
is
we can stop,
here.
if we can stop Demogorgon though, then we just continue down the line.
But we know there's two demon princes here.
Right. But we can stop one at a time.
Yeah, but it's the thing, we know where one lives, we don't know where the other one is.
Right. But we can't really go back.
We just
to
know
the
not to
dark lake.
fondle Grom.
Who doesn't? And I laugh.
I kind of look around. That might not be a good joke to say around here.
You got found up by the purple dick.
Carry on.
As you approach, you see what it appears to be a covered off section. Think of a sewer drain, like here. It's something like that, but there was a stone that moved back and forth.
So would I recognize this maybe as where the sewer drain from up top?
It seems to be connected.
Hmm.
And there are runes dancing and spiraling all the way around it. That goes down the shaft into somewhere else.
I will try to dispel magic.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Arcana check.
Yeah.
Is this just to see if I can do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, well, to give you the knowledge of whether or not you can.
A 10.
You got inspiration.
You do not believe that dispel magic is meant for standing spell effects, where this is an engraved magical property.
Okay.
Like it could close the portal, but it won't do much for like a enchanted rune.
So this is a more permanent thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you could make a field of anti-magic, that would apply for the area for as long as the field lasts.
I don't have that.
You also know that most devils actually come with the ability to cast a spell magic themselves. They might have already tried that.
Well, I don't know that.
Well, that's an Arcana check.
So this portal is not the devil's portal. It's
No.
this is for the
It's a tunnel. It's not a glowy portal.
Oh.
It's an access way.
So I'll just look at it and I'll close my spell book and I'll be like, yeah, that's not gonna work. The spell magic's not gonna work on that.
Lord Arvel,
Yes.
there are how many more like this?
This is the only entrance here. We've deduced, I suppose would be a word, that there are several through the city.
I know of another. Though I'm not sure if it leads here, but I do know where it is. I've been in it.
Who would be able to get through it?
Would you like for us to march upon it?
Not yet,
Of course.
but there are plans. We need to talk to Black Skull. I prefer that be cleared out. Because I don't want to lose. I'm going to ask him a question. Is there any way for you to tell if somebody is influenced by Demogorgon or Grisette? We do know Grisette has been within the walls of Grapplestone.
Capture the soul and discern it.
Without killing them. You still have people here faithful to our father.
Lanius is a champion of your father. And in that right he can use various magics, some of which can discern that.
Well, perhaps we can just march straight to the king.
yes.
True.
I would say that Lanius was under orders not to leave the cleft.
But I'm going to look at him. But he can go in there, correct?
That would be leaving the cleft.
So he is basically almost like a jailer.
By orders of your father, yes.
So he cannot leave here. Who is allowed to leave here?
The lesser devils. There's only a few of the hires. I am allowed to leave to accompany you. But other than that, the beardeds, the spines, the barbed, the imps may all leave. The lemurs we are using to feed the portal and keep it open, so they are not allowed.
We can take a small contingency and ask for audience with the king.
Yeah, I'm sure by now people know what's going on down here. I don't see how you don't know what's going on down here.
Yes, but if we can talk to the king, then perhaps we can deduce ourselves. And all we
So what
can-
y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna go in? Y'all gonna try to talk to people?
So we can't go in here, correct?
Oh, you have not tried. They said it's worded against them. And goes right through.
And I will look at.
Bupido tries, and his hand is stopped.
Grom. I'm just adding my arm in
You
it.
think the Darrows built this tunnel? Or
I don't think it's something worse than the Darrows. Put your arm through it.
I stick my arm in it.
Passes through.
And I go behind him and go, boom.
I take a shit right in
That's how this whole game started.
How big is it? How big is it?
It is a little bit bigger than a manhole cover.
So my bull cannot go in.
No, but you can dismiss him and bring him back later if you wish.
Sir Chancellor, can I trust you to talk to Captain Blackskull about purging the city of the influence? Possibly showing her what we have going on here.
I'm familiar with Oda.
And show her that we mean to do good in Gracklestad.
I'll speak to her on your behalf.
All in name of the Father of Lies.
Now, God of Sin.
Whatever we call it. And I'll tip my hat, and I'm going to walk in the portal.
I'll just turn around and be like,
I love how I actually
Don't
call
call
it
it
a
a
portal instead of an entrance, and we're just sticking with that.
Grab my keg. I say, I'll bring you in on the other side. And I dismiss my bull and I throw the keg over my shoulder. And I look back at Beto. I said, this is where things get interesting. I walk into the door. Beto.
Is it Beto?
Beto.
Vato. They.
It's tomato. It's tomato.
Alright. As I bookmark in, I'm going to look at him and go. And go on in.
I'll put my hands on both crossbows and like grip them and walk in.